Hello, I'm James Morrow, and I'm here with my friend Screek to tell you about my new novella from Tachyon Publications, The Asylum of Dr. Caligari.
How would you describe this book, James?
It's a satiric fantasy inspired by the classic German Expressionist film of 1920, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Rather the way you're a balloon inspired by an Impressionist painting, The Scream of 1893, the most famous creation of the Norwegian artist Edvard Munch. Originally, I thought of telling my story as a stop-motion animated film. And so, over the years, I've collected the necessary Cabinet of Dr. Caligari action figures.
I love your toys, James.
Francis, the callow protagonist. Dr. Caligari, the sideshow mountebank who exhibits his somnambulist at village fairs. And Cesare, asleep for the past 22 years, who awakens to become Caligari's instrument of mayhem and murder. Have you ever seen The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, Screek?
No! I was always afraid it would give me nightmares.
It's not really a very scary movie. Ever since The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari appeared on silent movie screens, film scholars have argued about its meaning. According to one interpretation, Dr. Caligari, the carnival charlatan, symbolizes the political and military authorities who convened World War I for their own malign amusement and perverse satisfaction. Meanwhile, Cesare the somnambulist represents the schoolboys and young men whom these same authorities mesmerized into slaughtering their supposed enemies and then dying themselves in the trenches. My novella, The Asylum of Dr. Caligari, begins in July of 1914, when vast armies are mobilizing throughout Europe in anticipation of the global cataclysm. The story's protagonist, a young American painter named Francis Wyndham, gets a job at Traumänken Asylum in the neutral nation of Wiesenstadt. When not offering art therapy to the inmates of Traumänken, Francis tries to decipher the mind of his employer, the nefarious Dr. Alessandro Caligari, psychiatrist, hypnotist, alleged sorcerer. But Francis is equally intrigued by his most talented student, Ilona Wessels, whose genius with a brush is matched only by the erotic intensity of her delusions. Meanwhile, deep in his secret studio beneath the asylum, Dr. Caligari uses his powers to create a painting so mesmerizing it can incite entire regiments to rush headlong into battle. Once Francis and Ilona grasp Caligari's scheme in all its supernatural audacity, they conspire to defeat him with a magical painting of their own. Ever since Edvard Munch painted The Scream, art critics have asked, could it be that the central figure, hands pressed against its ears, is not really screaming at all?
Am I instead seeking to block out the whole insane, meaningless, howling universe?
But that's a different controversy and a different day's discussion. The Asylum of Dr. Caligari, available now at select madhouses and bookstores near you.